You know, I was gonna play guitar right now, but I'm gonna make this video I've been wanting to make for a while. It's called Meet David. Just kidding. You saw the title. You know this is about hemorrhoidal suppositories, Patreon. I don't know what else because I only thought of the title. I haven't named it. Oh, I'm talking quiet. It's early. I'm tired. Meet Pingy. Meet Bellatrix. Meet Rascal. So I guess it's about cats. So this video will be called Hemorrhoidal Suppositories Cats. Oh my god. A hawk. A fucking hawk. Not a big one. It's a hawk though, right? Am I wrong? Is it like a... It's like a quail? No, I think that's a hawkie. Somebody who knows about bird. Oh, it's doing the bendy thing again. I could tell because the edge. God damn it with these edges things. Well, we'll figure that out in a second. So, just got done shoving a hemorrhoidal suppository up my ass. Yeah, I said it. Have you done it? It's not a good time. You know what's even less of a good time is if something went wrong, like let's say it went up there and kind of came back out, you just have white fucking anal stinking cream all over your pajamas. Ew, gross. Why are you talking about that? What, there's certain things you can and can't talk about? Come on. Right? Don't have the stick, so I'm having to hold the goddamn camera like this. I mean, I have the stick, but it's stupid. That hawk is still there. Anyhow, the thing with the hemorrhoidal suppositories is it's just not a good time. It's not. There's no other way to put it. It's not a good time. And I know people like to shove shit up there for fun. And I won't say I haven't done that once or twice myself. Not a huge fan. It's happened, sure, come on. We've all had something shoved up our ass for fun at some point. Whether it was your finger, whether you bought the Ineros, whether you asked your girlfriend or your wife to shove a fucking number 2 pencil up there, whatever you're into, you know, however you get your kicks. But, yeah, it's not fun. But it's just, you know, they kind of work. Why do you have hemorrhoids? I don't know, I have a few theories. Look, I'm done talking about hemorrhoids for the moment. That's not what this video is supposed to be about. Well, I guess it sorta is about that. Sorta. Sword and Scale, the podcast. Anyone? Trying to get into the guitar in a second here. So I want to talk about Patreon. All right? Rubu? What is it, Gomu? He's trying to go outside. It can't happen right now. Here's the thing with Patreon, all right? What is it? It's a subscription-based, support your favorite artist thing. Get the content by giving them money monthly. Now, I've done 2 Patreons before in my life. I've supported 2 Patreons. Bret Easton Ellis' podcast. That ended because eventually I get sick of the thing. So I did get sick of his podcast. There was a time where it was just too much about New Hollywood, or Old Hollywood. Yeah, New Hollywood, and I just didn't care about it. But the great ones are great when you had Jerry Stahl on and Jason Starr and too many great people. And then I supported the PLA one. That's Phone Losers of America, for those of you who are not in the know. In fact, if you're not in the know about Phone Losers of America, go to YouTube and just watch the Snowplow Show. You owe it to yourself. Listen to the Snowplow Show. It's a prank call show. It's the most prolific, best prank caller of all time. Incredible. Genius. Is it sliding out? I don't want it to slide out. I'm talking about the suppository. I don't want to have to clean the pajamas again. Don't look where my hand's going. You can't tell. You can't tell what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm adjusting the tag of my pajamas. The tag. Something's wrong with the tag. That's better. Now that I touched the tag, I'm gonna have to wash my finger. Hey, shut up, all right? I know that's disgusting. You don't know what I did. So anyhow, Patreon. Back to Patreon. Back to Patreon. Why am I talking about Patreon? I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what it means. You want to know what it means to me? I'm going to tell you what it means for me, okay? Basically, Sorry, I just felt the suppository slide up into my rectum. Oh my fucking God. Here's the deal with Patreon. It works. If I'm not mistaken, I gotta ask Igor about this. I think my answer's right. I think he quit doing it for some reason, assuming because it wasn't working good. So here's the deal with Patreon. If you're popular enough on YouTube, you start saying, hey everybody, join my Patreon to get exclusive content. And then they pay you money, okay? Is there anything wrong with that? No. Here's the thing. Here's what happened, okay? Is I uploaded, I don't even remember what video it was, one of my stupid talking videos or something. And then again, YouTube slapped an ad on it, right? Whoopsh! They put an ad on it. And I remember when that first started happening, I was like, what the fuck? I'm not monetized. And then you learn, this is what you learn, is that YouTube's just gonna advertise on your shit no matter what, and you can't do anything about it. And you're not gonna get any of the money from it. So, here's my problem, okay? My little channel, my little Peter Litvin Capers channel, has been around for a long time, and I put a lot of time and effort into it. Why did I do that? Because I enjoy doing it. Pretty much that's it, honestly. And because there's other people who enjoy the things I do. From time to time, you like a stupid video of mine. You know, the talking videos do better. The Pete DiStefano interview did really well. Again, doing really well just means they get more views. Penji, please. Please. So, I upload my talking video, and YouTube puts an ad on it, and it just finally occurs to me. Again, this is a channel I've worked on for years. For many years, it was, you know, a video every week without exception, right? And now I'm doing a video every 2 weeks because it just, you know, I've been doing that for about, I think, a year or two now, probably 2 years. And my main problem is I put the video up, I put the work into the video, which is not a lot of work, you know, because I have fun doing it. I have fun talking. I have fun sharing my life with you. So I put the video up, and then I filmed the video. I put the video up. I got to edit it. I got to put music to it. I got to zoom in on certain things like that hawk. Penji, please stop. I hate to do the water bottle. 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 You don't deserve to be squirted. This is a problem. You take them outside, never the same again. And you know what's fucked up? They can go outside. They have an enclosure I built for him. He can go outside right now. This is what he should fucking do. See this? Oh, he thinks I'm taking him out. See what's going on out there? That run? And that long 8-foot enclosure that I painstakingly built for them. So he can go outside. But it's not what he wants. He wants to go outside and be free. Back to Patreon. Back to what happened. So I uploaded my YouTube, you know, I shoot the video, I gotta edit the video, gotta put funny pictures, I gotta zoom in, I gotta pick a thumbnail, I gotta put a description, I gotta schedule it. It takes time, okay? And then I this one day, a few weeks ago, I just saw YouTube put an ad on it. And I just thought, man, you know what? This is fucked up, all right? All they're giving me is they're hosting the content. And you know what? That is worth something. I'd pay for it, frankly. If you had to pay for it, I would pay for it. But here's the thing, okay? All that time and effort put into it, and I don't get paid anything for it. And that's fine. But I'm not really okay with YouTube being like, we're gonna get paid for it. And you're paying them for it by either you're watching the ads or you're paying for YouTube Red. So this is a funny thing that happened, and I know I'm going way back here, but remember Napster, LimeWire, Kazaa? Remember file sharing when that was a big thing? P2P, peer-to-peer file sharing. Lars Ulrich, Metallica, got really mad about it. That really changed some shit around because, you know, people used to spend money on music, used to spend money on movies, used to spend money on concerts, and so on and so on and so on. And then because of, I think, in my theory, is because of P2P file sharing, things changed. And I remember people just saying, I don't buy music. I don't spend money on music. I get it for free, right? It became a thing. And then you had Spotify came along, Apple Music, 100 other fucking services that nobody uses. No, Penji, please, my child, please. And so what's the problem with that? There isn't a problem, but here's what's happened is everybody, I know it's not you, I know not you, but a lot of people were like, I'm not fucking paying for music, it's free, why should I pay for it? And they kind of fucked the artist, right? Wow. This is another incredible bird. It might be the same one. Look at, oh my God, that's a bigger, oh Jesus. At least you saw him for a second. Maybe I'll edit it so you can see him again. Fuck, that was great. So you kind of fucked the artist. I know not you, but everybody who was like, I'm not paying for fucking music anymore. It's all free. I'm not paying for concerts anymore. It's all on YouTube. You know, they kind of fucked the creators. And mind you, in the 90s, if you were spending, you're going to get the bottle now. I hate to do it, but you're going to get squirted. I've really tried to have patience with them. I've really tried to just, you know, I'm sorry. I hate it. I hate the squirt bottle. But sometimes there's no other choice. So, didn't even work. So, he sounds like he's fucking dying. That's the problem. It sounds like he's suffering. He's not suffering. He has a very good life. You see that thing back there? I built for them. So anyhow, in the 90s, if you were buying a lot of CDs, you weren't really supporting the artist anyhow. You were supporting a company back then too. You were supporting the record label, which they made so much fucking money. It's really insane, especially in the late 90s, which is considered like the boom of the music industry in terms of sales, right? Just an insane amount of money. So many CDs were getting shifted, and the profit margins on CDs were insane. I think it was like their cost on the CD was like 5 cents, and we were paying anywhere between, you know, $9.99 to $19.99 or more if it's an import. So we were supporting companies back then. We were supporting the conglomerates, the fucking music, the record labels. And then you had something like Bandcamp tried to come along and be like, fuck the labels, you know, we're going to give the money right to the artist. Why should you give it to someone else? Support the actual artist. And that is a great idea. Unfortunately, I just don't think it works. I don't think that people care enough. I don't think it's easy enough. Maybe that platform just kind of sucked. I never liked it. And so what do we have is you have your Spotify's and your Apple Music's come along. And in that same token, let's just say, I mean, look, there's never a way for you to go support, let's say Martin Scorsese or Yorgos Lanthimos, or pick any filmmaker, Ari Aster. You have to go to the movies to buy their thing, right? Or to support their thing. And that money you spend on the movie ticket goes to many different places, in some part including the filmmaker, but maybe not. In a lot of cases, probably not. So you've always had that. And even if you bought the DVD, but it's the main thing that really changed that people stopped putting money into that because it kind of became free. Or again, now you have your subscription model with Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, Spotify, Apple Music. And the problem with that is, sure, the artist is getting a little bit more, but it's still fractions of pennies, okay? And I'm not saying I'm going to quit making music. I don't like the way it is. I'm never going to stop making music. That's just not going to happen, right? What I am saying is that the rules are kind of fucked up, and if you want to have your music out there, you got to play by them. You could not. I could just have my music on Bandcamp, and then people would be like, the fuck, his music's not on Spotify? And what would the result of that be? Nobody's listening to my music. There's already few people listening to my music. That's just a fact, right? Hating the way I look right now. Look, it's like 9 in the morning. I was trying out the makeup look yesterday for this music video we're shooting next weekend. You know, come on. So here's my thought, okay? That all happened. The fact that I'm willing to pay for Spotify, you're willing to pay for Spotify, although I know a lot of people who aren't, which is kind of interesting, which means they really, you know, I'm talking to you, that they really are not willing to pay anything for the music since they're just listening on free services. Or that's not true. They won't pay for Spotify, but they'll listen on YouTube. So you're still paying. You're either getting advertised to or you're paying for YouTube Red. My point here is that people do pay for content one way or another. Whether you like it or not, you're paying for content in some way, right? And you're paying for my dumb talking videos. Except I'm just not getting a penny of it. You're just giving the money to YouTube by either sitting through the ads or paying for YouTube Red. So let me just get to the fucking point here. Have I made that clear? Have I clearly said that it bothers me that I put all this time and effort in years, since about, 2015, into this channel and have never made a penny from it, but YouTube profits from it? and you're okay watching ads or paying for YouTube Red in order for them to profit from it. I have a problem with that. Because the only thing they're giving me is they're hosting the video, and that is worth something, but I could go do that elsewhere. I could be on Vimeo. And again, it's the subscribers and being a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. Let's just say anybody who has under like a couple thousand subscribers should not really be qualified as a YouTuber. They could be called an aspiring YouTuber, but I'm not even an aspiring YouTuber. This is what's interesting. I just make my stupid videos and I put them up, you know? I don't fit the mold. Anyhow, so here's my question to you. If you made it this far, then that means you do give a shit. You're not just in it for this hemorrhoidal suppositories. Here's my question. If I made a Patreon, would you give me money? And it could literally be anything, because I don't do it for money. I don't need the money from it. But you are paying for it. You're paying for it already. So my question is, would you, and here's the, if it was $1 a month, would you go to my Patreon and give me $1 a month? And then you get a little more say in what kind of content you want me to make? Like at that point, you could basically, I'll just become your slave. Sort of. Maybe. And you know what, as I think about it, you know what the problem is? Like, there's effort involved. Like somebody's got to download the Patreon app, or they got to go to the Patreon website if they're on a desktop, which I know is less common. And then they got to put the credit card, they got to sign up, and now you're on a subscription. But as I say that, it sounds like some big daunting thing. You do it every day. You're already subscribed to a million fucking things. You're already calling, please, Pingy, please. You're already calling your credit card company and saying, I didn't fucking sign up for this, and Care.com charged me $560 because I didn't notice the charge for most of a year. So you're already doing it. So there's my question. And you could be honest with me. And if you really want to answer, if you know me personally, send me a text. If you are just on here, send me, if you have my email, send me an email, or just leave a comment. Just say, I would pay $1 for your stupid, you can say that exact sentence. I would pay $1 for your stupid fucking Patreon. Maybe leave fuck out because the YouTube comments are silly nowadays. I would pay $1 for your YouTube or for your Patreon. I would pay $1 for your stupid Patreon. And if that's the case, I'm just going to make one. I'm going to probably completely migrate over there because, if I get like 5 people who say yes, I'm fucking kind of done. I'm kind of done just giving it away for free while somebody else profits from it. And again, that is the main problem I have, is that somebody else is profiting from it. I don't have a problem giving it away for free. I have a problem with somebody else profiting from something I give away for free. And then I don't really have any say in it. That's a problem to me. My constitution will not fucking, it disagrees with my constitution so much, and my perspective on things, that I can't do it anymore. So there it is. Is it a bit of a whiny video? It's so funny, my whiny video did really well. The one that was like tired of people hating me. Yeah, there's something about that. Well, it happened. I talked about it. So you had, let's call this video Hemorrhoidal Suppositories, Birds, and Patreon. Does that sound good? All right, that's it. I'll try to not think of how I hate the way I look right now. I'm feeling fat and bloated. Feeling old, feeling like an old piece of shit. S87, if you're watching, I think of Kratom stained shorts, except the way that Cannibal Corpse would say it, via your comment every morning when I wake up. It's funny you think of different things when you wake up. For years, it was Scarecrow by Beck, which I don't even like that much, but I did at one point. For some reason, Scarecrow by Beck was just always in my head every morning when I hit the alarm clock. And then for a while, like a good month here, it was Sigrid's Sucker Punch, which if you don't know fuck Scarecrow by Beck. If you don't know Sucker Punch by Sigrid, go listen to it. It's just one of the best things ever. It's not as good as Head on Fire by Sigrid, because that's her best song. It's probably better than It Gets Dark by Sigrid. So I'm talking about Sigrid as well. So I guess the video is going to be Hemorrhoidal Suppositories, Birds, Patreon, and Sigrid. Although I might leave Sigrid out of the title. But if you don't know Sigrid, S-I-G-R-I-D, go listen. She's great. Just driving me absolutely fucking nuts. Is this what it's like to have a kid?